Hello and welcome back to Coating Gaming. We are here for episode number 3 of our Kerbal Space Program career mode series. We are in the vehicle assembly building, making slight adjustments to the Kerbal Space Program Mark 4.1. I am tempted to put a bit of to put some winglets and fins and stuff, but they don't actually give you any gimbal. So that might actually help maybe getting us in to the atmosphere. And what we are going to do is we are going to attempt to do a couple things. We have got, where is the contracts? We're trying to do the swivel engine test in splashdown. We're going to try and do the Mark 16 test in flight over Kerbin. And we are also going to try and orbit Kerbin in this flight. There are 3 things that we're going to try and do, and hopefully we will be able to do it. So we'll save that, and we will launch with Jebediah as the pilot. So the Delta V map that I have. So the Delta V map I have next to me indicates we need 3,200 Delta V to orbit Kerbin to do a low Kerbin orbit. We only have 2,770 currently, but that should become more and more as we deploy some of these stages. And we might be able to do the test of parachute, but it depends on how. We'll get that one up. We'll pin that over there so I can easily deploy the chute if we can. But let's kick off with these solid rocket boosters and go straight up in the air. It's between 1,000 and 4,000 meters, and between 170 meters per second and 200. So we should be able to actually. We are there currently. The surface velocity is increasing. I'm going to cut the chute straight away. We tested that was great. It isn't actually needed for us to return with that. So we'll get rid of that view now. And we'll attempt to slightly swing. We can't slightly swing, so we're going to have to do all the gimballing on our with our main engine here. But we are getting quite high up in the air, to be fair. It's increasing rapidly as we are running out of fuel. And they have got us, ironically, into orbit. So now we can, if we go back onto that, we can gimbal up slightly. Go to the orbit view node, the maneuver node. And if we aim to there, try and get a bit lower than 100,000. If we aim like that, that should be enough. We just need to pick up speed in relation to our orbit, as we've lost that engine now. We might not be able to have enough here. We will go up into Kerbin orbit. So actually in the orbit. And then we'll do it again. Hopefully we'll be able to have enough here. But we are slowing down, which is a bit annoying. Oh, wait. Let's attempt to get this orbit done. Don't think we're going to be able to do it. So we have got 1,000 Delta V here. So there's every opportunity. Let's point that way. And we should be able to do it. Now we need to point very slightly, as our orbit is now getting very close to its top point. And it doesn't look like we're going to be able to orbit here. I have screwed up this orbit slightly. As if we do much more here, it's not going to... we're not going to be able to get back. We haven't orbited just yet. Right, let's get closer to the periapsis. Or apoapsis, sorry. Right, and then we will burn a bit more, try and get that above there. There we go, we have orbited. We have orbited. We have achieved orbit. It's not the cleanest apoapsis in the world. Not the cleanest orbit and periapsis and apoapsis, but we have achieved orbit. Can we observe anything here? We can get a little bit there. Any mystery goo, a little bit. I believe we can't get the other two. If we do an EVA quickly. EVA report. Okay, so we'll get back inside. Turn that back on. And that's the one we're aiming for, isn't it? Yep. So we need to get back to our apoapsis and then drop it. So we're going to do some flybys here. As we are flying very fast by the... oh, I didn't mean to do that actually. I can't shut the door, so that might cause a problem when we re-enter the atmosphere. We're on the dark side of the moon. How's our electric charge looking like? More than enough. We're not actually using it. The mun is over in the distance there as we re-approach here. And we are rapidly approaching our periapsis, so we'll just burn as much as we can there. It's not a lot, but we will fall. I don't know if we're going to splash down, but we will fall into the atmosphere here. We are now entering again. We will fall on the dark side of the planet as well, which is going to be a bit awkward. As we speed up now, as we are slowing down, as you can see, our periapsis is rocketing down, and so is our apoapsis. So we aren't gonna orbit anymore. But it just depends on if our periapsis drops below the 0 mark, because then we won't go back out. But it might be that we do come back out of the atmosphere. If we do come back out of the atmosphere, it's not going to be by a lot, but it doesn't look like we do actually. We are still dropping again. We're in the high parts of the atmosphere, so there's no aerodynamic drag at the moment in time, or very little aerodynamic drag, but still enough to get our apoapsis and periapsis falling to the floor. And here we go, we are experiencing the first bit of heating. So we will make time up a little bit here, but I need to make sure keeping on top of this. And it does look like we're not going to be able to... we're not going to be orbiting again. So here we go. We are now approaching. Hopefully we'll be able to splash down here, because then we can get another thing done. If not, it doesn't really matter. As soon as we get some heating numbers, we will have to readjust and make sure we are facing the engines directly. Go. So the heating is starting to heat up now. It's getting quite hot in here. We are plunging through the atmosphere. Every time I hear it, I see a heating number. I'm going to stop the time warp and get it back to the centre. The engines will be able to take the heat of this re-entry. I'm not entirely sure if that's a bit, if that's actually what would happen in real life. think I need to be a bit more careful with this entry. We need the engine to stay alive. We are not going to approach. We're not going to splash down. We're not going to splash down. So it doesn't really matter if the engine fails on us and it explodes a little bit, but still want to be able to recover this. Oh, no. That's gone badly wrong. Flip it. Flip it. No, it's going wrong. No! Right. Well, at least that can withstand a bit more heating. Which is gutting. We weren't going to land on water anyway, so it doesn't particularly matter, as our debris is off in the distance there. And we will deploy the chute. Can I toggle lights off? Lights on? Is the lights there? No idea. But either way, we will time warp all the way down. I can't see a thing, so I know you can't. But Jebediah, let's have a look at his view. Something exploded. You can see pretty much nothing. I don't know how you get out here. How do you? I don't know how you get back out. There you go. B. V maybe. We can cut the smaller parachutes here, because we don't need them to stop our descent. We should be able to get another science bit here. So we maybe get a crew report going on here. We can another 3.5 science. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but we have still managed to get a bit more science. We are top heavy apparently. Let's turn SAS off. That might have been a bad thing. Whoa, hello. Sorry. There you go. Time warping and moving, not the greatest thing in the world, as we flipped out there. We will be able to land. We might actually be able to get a crew report going on. I will warp. There we go. I will be able to warp until we the morning. I'm pressing the wrong buttons. Space to let go. Come on, Jeb. Let's do a EVA report. There you go. Can I plant a flag? I can plant a flag. Plant a flag here. Beautiful. Can I name the flag? Here we go. Site name. First orbit landing zone. First orbit landing zone. Beautiful. Now we will. Can we do a surface sample? We can't. So we'll get back inside. He's jumping for joy here. F to climb, up to go, B to board, and then we will recover the vessel. Sent out the helicopters. We are getting Jebediah back, which he comes back with a little bit of science. It's not a great amount. It's 15.9, so we have now 52 science. And he's gained a little bit of reputation. He's level 1 now. And let's have a look at the research and development. Can we get anything with this? We can. That actually has some. It's a control set. We have control surfaces now. So that might be the best thing to do. and we also get a reaction wheel. Yeah, I'm going to get that one. I'm going to get flight control there. It allows us to get a bit better landing gear next one up. And the launch escape system might be needed. But that is good. We did do some missions, didn't we? So we now have 3. We have a maximum of... Hello. Explore the Mun. We'll get that on the go. That's the solid rocket boost. Kickback solid rocket booster at the launch site. We'll do that. In flight over Kerbin. The Ant. Ooh, we can now conduct surveys. That might be the next thing we do. We put a thing in orbit. A scan satellite in orbit. Actually, I will do that. Let's conduct a low-resolution ScanSat survey of Kerbal. We'll do that, actually. So we need to start building a probe. Because if we have a look at the science, I believe it's in, or communication, it's definitely in something. Or have I not unlocked it yet? Box, I don't think I've unlocked it. Wait a minute. Let's have a look. Ah. Oh no, wait a minute. Wait. Yeah, we have got it. Right. We have got it. So we're going to need to build something new, and it's going to be an unmanned probe, which is going to be nice. So it's new. We have the Sputnik probe. And we need something. Yep, we'll have that with structural fuselage. We then need to put the radar on it, which extends like that, which is good. We'll retract that. Do we need anything up here? We don't really, do we? It's not going to come back into. It's not going to come back into. Right, no. This could be a problem if we get it wrong with this one. Actually, wait. We'll have that there. That there. We need solar panels. Do we not have solar panels? This could be a bit of a problem. We don't have solar panels, so we can't actually do this. So we'll call it the ScanSat Probe Mark 1. We can't actually. Interesting. We can't actually get it to. What am I looking for? So, actually, let's. We are going to build this, but let's. We need this to have a bit of liquid fuel, don't we? Can that still use? Does that still have some? It does. Right, so in that case, we'll start building the rest of it. Do we need a reaction wheel is the thing? We might need a reaction wheel actually. Let's get that a bit. Oh, actually, won't it? If we can put that, if I can grab the bloody thing. put that there, then there, then there. A little bit less delta V, but that's fine. And then we need a decoupler. And then we need to again do the old that to that. Look, very weird this is, but I like it. We need an engine, or should we get another one of them? Which one is it? It's the swivel, isn't it? Yeah. So that should be fine. Let's get these on white. Should we get these on? Let's just white. We'll do white for these. We don't want to make it look a little bit that weird. So that is the little probe core there. And we're going to use. It has got an antenna, communitron. We might need batteries, to be fair. We're going to. No, it is. There we go. We're going to do that. Maybe not. Maybe we're not going to do that. Because it needs to be quite high up, I'm pretty sure. That might actually work. Yeah, we'll do that. So they're sort of inside. They are sort of showing a little bit. They are inside there. And we'll need to add some decouplers. I'm actually going to only add 2 here. And we can do those solid rocket boosters. Are we going to need to? We are not. No, no. So we'll get the thumpers on the go. Actually, we'll do that and then we'll put them all the way down. Not rotate, we want to move them. Oh, no. There we go. Have we got any structural things that can be put on? We can. Why has it got max? Does that have fuel? No, it doesn't. Or does it? Where's the aerodynamic bit again? No. Which is weird. Right, that is pretty much it. We are going to have to get into quite a high orbit here. This communitron, this high gain antenna, what does it look like? I might actually do. I can't. No, let's not do that. But I will put. I'll get 4 of these on, or 2 apparently. We'll get 4, just in case we need it. Which I don't think we will, but it sort of looks cool. All right, we'll save that. That'll be the next thing we try and launch. We just need to unlock some solar panels, which is, where have we not unlocked solar panels? Is it here? It's a capacitor. Photo. Yeah, so it's these. So we need 90 more research to unlock that. So we are probably, if I look at the tracking station, we're probably going to look to potentially. What's all this? Oh, this. The. I don't need to know about them. We are going to potentially look to maybe get close to the moon, potentially. But as you can see, it's the only thing we know about. So we can't see any other planets, if there are even any other planets around this system. We can only see the 2 moons of Kerbin, which is Mun and Minmus. So we're gonna attempt to get to them in the, or as we're gonna go for a high Kerbin orbit, or as high as we possibly can before we dip back down, so we can get a bit more science from the planet we're on. But that'll be this episode. So thank you guys for watching. If you have enjoyed the episode, make sure to click that like button, comment and subscribe. If you do end up subscribing, make sure to click that notification bell to stay up to date with everything on the channel. But until next time, where we attempt to go into high Kerbin orbit, goodbye.